I ain't happy about this one. I'm not happy about this one, and it's kind of broke my heart. You know, it ain't break my heart because I ain't like it in the first place. I don't know why, but I just grew up never really liking or trying this drink. But what I unveiled in just literally less than an hour and a half of research, of just looking at different contexts, understanding history. Not even that much. I'm not even a deep like historian type of person. I just do enough so that I understand. And this drink is I originally looked into the drink to just see the health aspects of it, and I started going into the culture of it, and boy, there's a shocker. Well, let's dive in. So first things first, what I have here on the facts table is the ingredients list, and there's a few things I want to go over concerning this Magnum tonic drink. Um, Yeah, overall, I grew up just staying away from it, and I'm going to continue to stay away from it for a plethora of reasons. But I guess I'll just start with the ingredients. So the ingredients of what's in this drink is a combination of just from what I remember. It's grapefruit juice. Sometimes use like a white grape or something like that, but for the most part, it's grapefruit juice, sparkling. It's carbonate. It's a carbonated drink, which makes it a tonic. It's also has about 16% alcohol in there. It has something that's called natural flavors. Well, I'll just show you guys actually. White grape juice, grapefruit, Jamaican sparkling water, and natural flavors. There's also alcohol in there. I don't know why it's not showing 16% alcohol. This does not have a direct correlation with the estrogen and testosterone being thrown off because there's no egg no I can't get that word right for some reason eggnuggers in there, and there's also I don't see any traces of the other chemical that throws off testosterone and estrogen balance, so there's no worry there. However, right here where it says natural flavors is the biggest worry. And just so for any and everybody knows, whenever you see a product, literally what's at the top of the label versus what's at the bottom of the label is what's shown to be like the most potent or the most amount of ingredients in there. So alcoholic blend of white grapefruit juice. So that's the base, and then it's going down and down and down. So it's lesser relevant or prevalent, which is very funny because you look at where it says natural flavors and it's the last ingredient. I'm gonna get into why that's terrible for you. But anytime you look at ingredients on the ingredients panel, all the poison is gonna be at the end. And most people are gonna be like, oh, it's a little bit of poison. It's not a lot of poison. It's not gonna be bad for me. But that's false, horrible thinking. Because when you're being poisoned by the cereal, when it's being poisoned by the liquor, when being poisoned by the food, the breath, the water, the air we all take in, it all adds up. So this is why we start basically getting better in all these areas of life one by one. So when it starts with this drink, I'm gonna break down to you why natural flavors is bad for you. And this is literally anything with natural flavors. It's basically a cover up, so you want to know what's in there at all times. So natural flavors in reality, and this is from PubMed. Again, this is not no third party website or just an opinion. This is pure facts based off data, research, and science. In reality, natural flavors are a far cry from what consumers like you and I might expect, as they can contain. I hate when they say can because it does. It's not no can. Do you want medicine that can have poison in it, or you want medicine that has no poison in it? So like, don't get fooled by these little jargon words, guys. Can contain, but it might be a lawsuit thing, but whatever. As they can contain, does contain both artificial and synthetic chemicals. So the synthetic chemicals is what you don't want to have in your body. Artificial ingredients is what you don't want to have in your body. Often used as processing aids. Bro, that says aids? Oh, processing aids. Okay. Processing aids as in processing like helping, not aids as in. autoimmune deficiency syndrome. Okay. So natural flavors is literally terrible for you. So that's one reason why I wouldn't even like look or touch this drink, but that's not the biggest, right? The only pro about this is that it's in glass and it's not in plastic. And I'm gonna go into now. I'm gonna go into now what better options there is for Ray and Nephew. So getting back to what this is, I'm gonna tell you the better options by sharing a short, sweet story with you about my life. So first off, right, let's actually look at what's happening, right? Because what's happening to you. Because some people will be like, I know there's some people out there that's like, oh, I grew up on Ray and Nephew. Oh, I grew up on Magnum tonic wine. Oh, it was great for me. I get it every time I drink it, and it's like, yeah, I get it. So let me explain to you like why and what's happening. Um, so first off, there's like minerals in this drink, which I don't see any minerals besides maybe the minerals that's in the Jamaican sparkling water. Because natural flavors ain't good for you, and white grape juice and grapefruit is something you could just go out and take on your own. You don't need alcohol, you don't need sparkling water, you don't need natural flavors for it. So what's really going on is that there's an alcoholic effect that's going on in your body, and alcohol shoots straight to the bloodstream. So whatever this else is in the drink, that's helping you is just basically going to your body a lot faster. With that being said, let me share with you this short, sweet story of of my journey and what happened with me. Right. So there was a time I had a girlfriend. She's my ex, and I had a bottle of wine back in the day. Shouts out to Cooper Hawk. They had good wine. Um, and at that time I was going through it. I like just literally every day waking up in mental fatigue and stress. Like I woke up, my eyes were red. Like I swear to God, I feel like I even started losing hair from like having a bald spot. Just go like imagine the worst part of your life. But then like, like just imagine like, let's say your ex pregnant, you lost your job, your mom your mom saying stuff to you, you know, you know, and like you just literally going through, right? If everybody that has went through like something like crazy in life, you're not trying to have sex. That's the last thing on your mind, right? So she was stressing me out. I had a job at the time, but a lot of stuff was just on my brain, and I just the relationship where we first were where we were going to where it was at that time wasn't where it needed to be. So I was super impotent. I wasn't trying to do nothing with her, and she's super attractive, but I just wasn't trying to do nothing with her. And what ended up happening was it was her birthday, so I brought home some wine, and I drank a glass. She drank a glass. It was good. So I drank another one. She drank another one, and it got even better. And then we started doing the due diligence, and it was great. I ain't gonna lie, it was great, and I'm like, yo, why is this happening? It's so weird. Like I felt better. Like everything was just like this more. I don't know. It was different. So I'm like, why is this like working? Like what's happening? And I'm learning that the alcohol. That's when I first learned that alcohol has a sexual effect, has a strong effect on the body. And so funny with that in that time space, I was going through like a lot of like health transformations where I was trying different stuff. She was trying different stuff, and I'm just like looking at like what's happening to our bodies. So I was in the midst of like going back and forth with health. That I'm realizing like, okay, alcohol basically is giving me like the boost for now, and then later on, like after we start doing what we were doing, like after we're done, I started just eating more healthier, just eating more fruits, and I'm realizing it's the same effect. So what I'm realizing with this whole like this whole alcohol situation versus this whole be healthy situation is that you only have a few choices, right? And what happening is you're taking this alcohol and you're drinking it and you're getting a benefit right now, and you're stealing from the future. Because all the blood, like what it's doing is, if you think about it, it's actually numbing you. It's not like making you have better blood circulation and doing all these things to help boost your body. It's not. It's literally just numbing you. Versus like when you actually have like a better, like healthier body. And and the other way that can help people understand this more is like basically it's stealing from your future for your right now, for the moment right now. It's just like a Viagra. Literally. What does Viagra do? It takes all the blood, it takes blood from your body, puts it in one little spot, and puts all that focus and concentration right there. So like, fuck the blood in your body, your head, your liver, your hamstrings, so all the muscles you have, fuck that. It's just going right here. And even put that into better perspective, while you're doing that, for the pleasure of now, think about what your body's telling you. Imagine imagine like all the blood in your hand go to one part of your hand, right? Like, 'cause that's what it's doing. It's going into one in one direction, one appendage. You gonna walk around with like the finger of God, bro. Like your finger's gonna be stronger than any none on the planet. It's gonna be super hard, strong, thick, right? This is gonna be you gonna have a strong, glowing, strong ass finger. But then the rest of the body, like the rest of your other hand, it's gonna look white and weak. And that's why that's what's happening. You're literally stealing from your future for this one moment of pleasure that's gonna last maybe an hour or two. You're gonna have a super strong finger, but a weak hand. And that's what I'm realizing. Like versus like, I feel like health is just the ultimate form of delayed gratification. Cause like I went from doing that unintentionally to just going on this whole health journey unintentionally, and just like eating mad fruits, juicing watermelon, eating plums, just raw, organic, natural as possible. And it's different. Like it went from me just having like blood flow in like one hand, one finger, and one nail, like to like this whole overall body, like just health being like my stamina, my energy, like the due diligence, even better, you know? And like it's no longer like that numb feeling of like when you're having sex. It's more like you're more in control. You can control your breathing better. Your the muscles in your hamstrings and your thighs and your quadriceps is plump. It's more in control and it's longer lasting. Cause you take a Viagra, you take alcohol for that day, it's done. You have to do it again 2 days from then because you at the same low tier level. You eat watermelon for a week, you eat watermelon for like a week. It's going to be like that for a while until you start doing some bad habits and you just knocks off of it. But like your overall health, blood circulation, size, girth, happiness, everything just goes up like it's like Bitcoin, bro, just going off the charts. And that's what I'm realizing. So there is an alternative to what we see here on the screen, and that's the story, right? Now that's the good part. Um, it's getting a bit long, so I'm gonna make a version two, and it's gonna be called the the what you don't want to know, the cultural background of Magnum. And it's bad, bro. It's like, damn, it's like it hurts. It hurts. Stay tuned.